Emperor Fedor Emelianenko. A lot of people felt like this was an eventuality. There were times where perhaps he and UFC President Dana White were at odds. Fedor Emelianenko, at long last, on the greatest proving ground in the sport.
You know, he is one of the biggest what-ifs of all time in regards to a UFC career. We finally get to find out. You are talking about a guy that dominated the heavyweight landscape for a really long time. Unbelievable combat sambo, great submission skills, and tremendous power in his hands. I'm so excited to see the last Emperor.
And when you talk about the Mount Rushmore of MMA, a lot of the professional fighters reserve a spot for this man, Fedor Emelianenko. We'll see how it goes for him in the octagon tonight. Fedor Emelianenko enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Fedor. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the 3rd man in the octagon tonight. All right, Khamzat Chimaev back on the proven ground, and you can hear the crowd response with everything that this man does. If he gets a takedown, a huge pop. If he lands a jab, a huge pop. A lot of people feel like in this matchup, though, Khamzat's going to be trying to take the fight to the ground and to work his submission game from there. Let us see how Khamzat approaches the early portions of this particular round.
Massive shot from the top.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
Emelianenko getting work from the top here. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Chimaev. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Emelianenko. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Under 2 minutes in round one. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do. Nice.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys, whoa!
You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows. I got a fire in my hips, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestling stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than the half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Set up those takedowns.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round. Quick jab lands there. Wobbling. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, it's tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. Emelianenko's eye appears to be closing up by the second.
Oh, right into mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Nice transition.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chimaev. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Oh, heavy shots raining down. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, Chip.
The swelling starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends. Changing the position.
Chimaev's back to the side control now. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs. He is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
All right, well, listen, you are winning this fight. I need you to stay doing what you're doing. All right? He's very open to the body shots right now. I want you to go out there and I want you to keep...
Ready to fight. Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. And he blocks the shot there.
Let your hands go. Let those hands go.
Swing and a big miss. Shot there. He's lucky his head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know, still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
Chimaev's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish. Oh, he got to the spot.
Constantly a moving target.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad.
Relentless pressure from the top by Chimaev. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. 45 seconds remain in the round. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. You gotta be careful here.
Right there.
20 seconds left. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Some water and listen. You know what you're doing out there. We're working for angle.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fights progress.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute?
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine with a Von Flue choke. Logan St. Preux would be proud. Oh, so how about that? Position over submission as he bails on the sub.
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission. Oh, in the mouth. Oh.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
That was a slick transition.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Chimaev's looking for a Darce choke here. Oh, that looks tight. Oh, great submission defense. Chimaev's in half guard. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. All right, feet on the hips here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. He passes to half guard.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep.
Oh, my goodness, he got out again.
Wow, that is fantastic submission defense.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the board.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both have their moments and they both show true skill on the ground.
Nice hook there by Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh, big elbow.
Khamzat Chimaev going for the takedown, nothing doing there.
Oh, guillotine here.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go.
Great stuff, man. That was your round for sure. You completely dominated that round. I need more of the same. This is the last 5 minutes of the fight.
Well, it was an incredible fight as it played out. It goes the distance here tonight, and always exciting to see a guy as such an active pursuer of these submissions.
Yeah, I mean, this guy does not rest on his laurels. He understands that his best chance of finishing fights is on the ground. So the moment he gets you to the ground, the moment you take him to the ground, he's quickly throwing up submissions. He attacked every part of his opponent's body, and I believe that that should get him the decision. Clean punch.
That's good defense to get that guard up. Try to establish that jab. Nice jab by Emelianenko. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position. Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Right into side control. Chimaev's able to transition back to side control now.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Oh, big shots raining down. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh, that sub is tight. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
1 minute to go in the fight. All right, so back to the feet we go after a lot of ground fighting. We'll see if he can rally here late in this final round.
John, he needed this. He needed to get up to give himself an opportunity. Now he's got a chance. Does he cash in?
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so you heard it there from Buff. Khamzat Chimaev gets it done on the scorecards. He's your winner by decision tonight, and in large part because he wasn't going to force the finish.
No, he wasn't going to force the finish. He wasn't going to put himself in bad position. He was okay with however the fight ended, whether it be a finish or a decision. The guy's in fantastic shape. He has a well-rounded skill set, and he continues to show evolution every time he steps in the octagon.
And knowing Khamzat, he's going to try to make a quick turn and propel his candidacy forward. Congrats.